Who am I? Who are you? Awesome questions. Let's talk about it. Hello, everyone. Yes, I'm back again. And I took a personality test, and I wanted to share it with you. I know I've been gone for a few months, and I've gotten sidetracked on trying to do videos again. I just haven't had the passion to do much in the way of the semi-vlog stuff slash, life content that I was doing before. So I plan to do some more of that now because I think I've found a way I can do it that I'll enjoy. But I'm also going to be doing other topics that I haven't been doing on the channel previously. Some of them being pulled in from what I do with my podcasts, which is, that's where I spend most of my time. But let's talk about the personality test. So 16personalities.com. Some of you may have heard of it. You may have even taken a test at 16personalities.com. And I highly recommend that you do if you haven't. I've really enjoyed their whole platform and reading about their methodology and just how they developed this new personality test. And it's pretty accurate because they've used the results from millions of people to millions of tests now to tailor it and to learn how it works and to better adjust it. So some might even say it's one of the most accurate personality tests. It's certainly one of the best that I've taken. So what I plan to do today is share with you my results and encourage you to go and find out yourself. I do have to start by a little disclaimer that obviously no personality test is perfect. It's never going to be because we're all unique and different. The mediator personality is where I ranked on this scale. And it does use acronym and a letter system in order to identify, the specific traits you have. The mediator personality, which is who I am, are true idealists, always looking for the hint of good and even the worst of people and events, searching for ways to make things better. Comprising just 4% of the population, the risk of feeling misunderstood is unfortunately high for the mediator personality type. But when they find like-minded people to spend their time with, the harmony they feel will be a foundation of joy and inspiration. And that part really resonated with me right from the start there, because I do feel like I look for ways to find the good. I don't think things are inherently bad. I also don't think things that are inherently good. A lot of times they just are. It's just the way things are. But I believe that you get to make a choice about how you view the world, whether that's through a positive outlook or a negative one. And that's not to say that you want to be rose-colored glasses, everything's always okay. But it does mean that when bad things happen, it's important to look at, well, what can I do about it? And I think that's more fundamental to the personality than just a positive outlook. It's even when bad things happen, okay, great, there's bad things happen and I'm depressed and sad or whatever, but now what can I do about it? How can I make it better? Where do I go from here? So mediators are guided by our principles. Rather than being logic, excitement, or practicality, when deciding how to move forward, we'll look to honor, beauty, morality, and virtue. Mediators are led by the purity of their intent, not rewards. And I think that's speaks to me a lot too. I've not felt, I don't think through life, like I've needed a lot of rewards. I mean, everybody likes being appreciated, right? Who doesn't like to be appreciated? But at the same time, we also have to keep in mind, why are we doing things? And I think for me, a big part of the satisfaction is in upholding high moral principles, which are different for everybody. And just the one quote they have here is, "We know what we are, but know not what we may be." And some of you out there are rolling your eyes like, oh, great, philosophy. I like philosophy, and that's something that I probably will share some more of on the channel, just because it's something that I care about. And one of the other mediators, one of the people who's famous that's a mediator is J.R.R. Tolkien, the writer and creator of Lord of the Rings. One of his quotes that I really appreciate is, "All that is gold does not glitter. Not all those who wander are lost. The old that is strong does not wither. Deep roots are not reached by the frost." And I think it speaks to mediators and this personality type that I am and kind of what I'm doing. Part of the reason I'm sharing this all with you guys too is because I think if you're going to watch this content, if you're going to understand this channel and I'm going to do things that I care about, you need to know who I am, and I would like to know more about you guys. So I'm hoping that you'll go take the test and comment down below with what you scored, what your personality type according to the test is. And of course, I'll link to it in the description, and you will also find a link to my profile. So if you want to read all this stuff for yourself, obviously I'm not going to read it all. Strengths and weaknesses, yay, the fun part. We'll start out with strengths, because let's hear all the good stuff that I can do, right? So idealistic, seek value and harmony, open-minded and flexible, very creative, passionate and energetic, dedicated and hardworking. All sound like good things to me, right? Now, you could come back to this idealistic one, and that's where we get into weaknesses. So weaknesses include too idealistic, too altruistic, too impractical, dislike dealing with data, take things personally, and difficult to get to know. So I agree with pretty much everything on that list except dislike dealing with data. In fact, I think of the people that know me, there's a lot of times where I'm going to say, I want to see the number, especially if it comes to business related things. I'm involved in a few different endeavors, TrueChat, Maple Lane. We have an event business there where we host weddings, receptions, that kind of stuff. And whenever we get ready to make decisions, I'm always big on show me the numbers, explain, justify your answer. And this point expands here on so focused on the big picture that they forget the forest is made up of individual trees. And that analogy, I think, is pretty good because I would agree that it's easy sometimes to lose sight of the minutia that needs to be done to arrive at the bigger goal. I certainly don't like that. So I guess it's accurate in that I don't like having to focus on the minutia, but I do know that it's important. And so I do oftentimes find ways to articulate that. I hope to do another video on some of the other sections of the personality. Who am I attracted to and why? Of course, you guys know that I'm engaged to Brett, my boyfriend, fiance, and hopefully soon to be husband. So if you liked today's video, give it a thumbs up. If you loved it, you should subscribe. And I really appreciate if you ring the bell so you'll get notified of new videos, because I do plan to start releasing them more often. We've got a number of things coming up. I did say that we were going to do a house tour, so I intend to get that done at some point here in the near future. And a studio tour, because TrueChat's studio in Ohio has finally finished interior renovations right before the winter here. So I want to show you guys that, just so you can get an idea of where I spend a lot of my days and my time. But I appreciate you all tuning in and sticking with us. We're over 1,000 subscribers now, and it's exciting. I'm glad to be back and doing content, but it is going to be a little different. Some of the content isn't going to be the same as stuff that I did before, because I want to do things I'm passionate about, especially when it comes to content. I advocate that everybody do things that make them want to wake up in the morning, that make them want to get out of bed. And of course, it'd be hypocritical of me if I was doing content that I didn't like doing, that I wasn't passionate about. So please comment down below. Let me know what you got on 16personalities.com, and I'll see you in the next video.